This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Season's greetings to you all. I'm Shashina Roll as always. It is so great to have you with us. Topping news, it's day 2 of industrial action at the national flag carrier, Bahamas Air. For a second consecutive day, pilots failed to show up to work, resulting in flights being grounded and the airline having to make alternate arrangements for its passengers. ZNS Freeport visited the Grand Bahama International Airport this afternoon, and despite many delays, there was not much activity in the main lobby. Our news team spoke to one passenger who did not wish to be interviewed on camera. She noted her frustration but was thankful that Bahamas Air was transferring other passengers to another airline. But for Clarence Aubrey, he says he, along with his sister, have been in the airport for 12 hours. Aubrey says he met passengers in the airport who were there from the day before.
More flights that were scheduled today. After 12 hours of waiting in the airport and being told and being given 2 different times for departure, we were just told about half an hour ago that all flights are canceled. All of the checked-in customers came downstairs, and so they're all assembled in the front of the check-in area, demanding their monies back, and they're not getting any answers or anything from the staff. So right now we have no information on whether or not there'll be flights tomorrow. So people are just in limbo right now, just trying to figure out what to do.
At the airport, Aubrey says he is embarrassed and this does not bode well for tourism.
I'm kind of okay because I kind of expect it. I'm not really surprised by what happened, but it's just unfortunate for the visitors that are here. And being a Bahamian, it's a very embarrassing experience right now. Me and my sister are actually traveling to go and visit our brother, and he has been waiting around all day for us to let him know when he can leave Tampa, because he doesn't even live in Orlando, so he has to drive there. And so we just have to tell him that, listen, today is not going to happen, and I don't think this trip is going to happen at all, because we're not given any information on whether or not flights are going to be going out anytime this week, so we're still just waiting. Throughout this whole ordeal, we haven't seen one management person from Bahamas Air. We've been dealing with the check-in agent all day, and so no management or any representation of the top management of Bahamas Air has been anywhere visible today. None of them have showed their face, so we don't really know what's happening.
Now, the Aubreys have canceled their vacation plans, and there's no word on how they, along with many others, will be compensated. Now, Bahamas Air officials say they were taken by surprise, calling the action unreasonable and unwarranted, noting that the pilots are the highest paid in the region. A statement issued by the national airline indicates that Bahamas Air has consistently made strides to improve viability and efficiency, and they are inviting the union back to the table of negotiations. Meantime, the Pilots Association contend that they're not asking for a salary increase, but they want increments added to their salary. Switching gears now, with just hours left in this busy Christmas shopping season, some business owners say sales have taken a positive turn. They believe they will end the year strong, and they anticipate a further increase in business this Yuletide season. Joan Davis-Roll has this story.
As the countdown to Christmas Day continues, business owners are looking to cash in this Yuletide season. Many, whether naughty or nice, are hoping for that special gift or toys from Bellevue Business Depot. Marketing executive Angela Roll says they have everything on Santa's list.
Grand Bahamians, they jumped into the season and they're so excited about Christmas because, you know, Christmas only comes around once per year. So we are ecstatic, and this is Christmas time and everyone is looking for toys for the children, you know, just to make sure the kiddies are happy. It's been a rough year for some of us, but you know, we rise to occasion and we're back on top, and this is Christmas, and you know, we're trying to beat the VAT prices. So we have a lot of people that are looking for tablets. We have tablets for the children. We have iPads. We have iPads starting at $87. The iPads and the electronics always seem to be a hot seller, but so far they're looking for the helicopters for the men. They're going crazy for helicopters. I don't know what it is, but the men with the toys, they love it. And flat screen televisions, always the #1 sellers. Laptops, they're almost sold out.
Then for those at a crossroad for fragrances, all roads lead to T Junction in the Comerville Plaza. Proprietor Margarita Bullard.
The hot items that we've been selling is the fragrances by Selena Gomez. We have a new one by Vicky Teal called Tickle Pink. We have the Love Struck by Vera Wade. We have the new Perry Ellis Pink and the Perry Ellis Purple. We have for men the Guess. We have for ladies the new Guess as well. We have the Invictus. We have the 1 million. We have the Millionaire. So we've been selling quite a bit of different fragrances today. But we have available scarves in lots of different colors and sizes. We have handbags. We have wallets. We have a little unique shawls. We have quite a bit of different items here at Tues Perfume Depot.
And as the Christmas celebrations and parties continue, a big seller this Christmas season, those popular beverages. Many finding that favorite beverage at Fluid Factory. Employee Mahil Swan.
Good sales starting to pick up. We're starting to see a lot of sales increase from different companies and different events happening around town. So sales has increased quite a lot.
Now tell me a bit about what's in demand right now.
Different products like wines, eggnogs, mainly a lot of champagne or vodka. Juices, different things that mixes for parties.
John Davis Roll, ZNS Network News.
Well, many stores putting smiles on faces and savings in pockets this weekend. The Downtown Business Association, in conjunction with the Grand Bahama Port Authority and the Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau, hosted the first Midnight Madness sale in downtown Freeport. The event kicked off the shopping season and the day was highly anticipated by many. The event began with prizes being given to stores who won the store window competition. President of the Downtown Business Association, Harvey Ann Newbold, says Freeport needs this type of activity in order to make downtown the shopping mega that it can be and it was in the past.
It's mad, it's wild, it's crazy, it's sales, it's everything. The stores are excited, and of course consumers are extremely excited. And we do have our winners of our window decorating competition, which is Peekaboo. This is our large window winner, Peekaboo, of course, and then our small window is Bear Sons. Okay, that they're so excited about the entire competition. The staff is inside cheering on, having a good time, and celebrating their hard work has paid off. So we want to congratulate them.
Our backyard is downtown, and it's Christmas time, and we want everybody to profit this Christmas season, especially with the line of business that you're in, which is the goods that you're here to sell during the Christmas time. And so we know that a lot of people have chosen to shop locally. We completely support shopping locally, and so therefore we realized that our support had to sometimes be formed in a way that's a little bit more than just an encouraging word.
Well, winners of the competition were more than pleased with their prizes and the event.
I played with the stuff and I said, let me see how I'm going to decorate it, and I did. And then Tina from 17, she came over, she dressed the mannequins, and you know, we were just excited just to be here because this is our first Christmas for all of us in Peekaboo, and we didn't expect it, but we were happy. We're really happy.
Residents are walking in, shopping, kids are stopping by with their heads stuck to the window. So it's like, now you really feel Christmas in Freeport.
Well, stores were open up to 12 a.m. and many residents filled the streets from as early as 2 p.m. In other news, as the Christmas holidays approach, police are advising residents to be particularly vigilant, whether at home or on the streets. This advisory coming following a high-speed chase that began in the Queens Highway area. Italia Hall has the story.
2 young men were taken into custody following a high-speed chase. Police tells us that officers were on mobile patrol near Solomon's around 10:20 this morning and observed a blue vehicle traveling east on Queens Highway with various infractions. That is when officers began to pursue the vehicle.
The officers would have given chase of this vehicle, which led to them driving contrary to the flow of traffic here on the Mall Road. As you can see, there are tire tracks on the grass where officers had to maneuver themselves in a strategic position to stop this vehicle. Officers converged on the scene and assisted in the apprehension of 2 male subjects. At this time, they're presently being taken into custody for questioning in reference to other matters that are ongoing.
Now, in light of this incident, Capron is urging all parents to be mindful of their children's actions and whereabouts.
Information that we're receiving is that these persons in this car are juveniles. We're not sure of that as yet, but please be vigilant, be wise. You know, have your keys in your possessions at all times. This is the Christmas season. Children are off from school. They're a bit antsy, they're a bit fidgety, they may get themselves into unnecessary things that they need not be involved in.
Police are on high alert, and Capron is encouraging all members of the public to be vigilant during this season and to secure their vehicles at all times.
In your shopping, please be cognizant of your surroundings. Secure your vehicle. Do not leave gifts and other expensive items exposed to the naked eye, that persons that are in those areas would see exactly what you have in your vehicle.
It's Talia Hall, Southern Network News.
Thanks, Italia. And with 2 hit-and-run incidents within 1 week, police officials on Grand Bahama are asking pedestrians and the motoring public to pay special attention to the road and other road users. Chief Superintendent of Police's Mela Davis is offering these tips to all drivers.
If you must drink, please find a designated driver. Or if you find that you are unable to drive, call somebody to come for you. Okay? Please adhere to the speed limits within the streets, and be courteous and show care to the other road users and to the pedestrians at large. From time are seen driving and texting. They are playing with children, focusing on children. We ask you drivers to please drive with caution and care. The life you save may be your very own.
Now, pedestrians are also being warned to be observant. After all, she says it could be the difference between life and death.
That you use extra caution when you're crossing the streets. Even though you are at a crosswalk, okay, and you assume that the drivers are slowing down, please ensure that they have come to a complete stop before you step on to the pedestrian crossing. And if you are walking at night particularly, make sure that you wear clothing that people are able to see you. Some of the areas are not highly lit, and so to that end, we're asking you to wear bright colors, yellows and blues and greens, so that if you're going to be out at night, people can see you.
Stay with us, there's more news on the other side of this break.
Happy holidays from all of us here at the ZNS Network.
Welcome back. A local technical institute taking its program to another level as expansion plans are now on the drawing board. Sabrina Brown has details.
The Total Educational Center is known for its technical training, but that's not the only focus. TEC is also preparing the island's youth for the world of business. President Fred Delancey and business instructor Shani Hanna are excited about this initiative, which they hope will create many new business owners. On Saturday, the young budding entrepreneurs will get an opportunity to showcase their goods and services during a Bahamian Christmas festival and tree lighting in the Native Yard in Hawksville.
Native Yard is a new concept to Bahamian culture, and basically we're trying to promote Bahamian culture. And the best thing about this whole exercise is the fact that our young people have the responsibility to help coordinate all these events.
As a part of the program, they had to do 30 hours of community service, prepare a professional portfolio, including a resume and a business plan, and they have to practically apply some of the concepts that they learned in the class. So some of these students will be operating booths out in the Native Yard.
Navargo Thompson says the training at TEC is priceless.
As a young entrepreneur owning Sunrise Landscaping, TEC helped me to professionally know business so I can push forward my small business idea.
Co-founder of the West Grand Bahama Youth Development Association, Reverend Lindy Russell, and marketing associate at TEC, Selena Hall Glinton, say community support is vital.
I want to encourage the community to continue to support the programs of the West Grand Bahama Youth Development Association. This year will see its 22nd year of establishment and operation, and we continue to provide positive development for young and not so young in terms of the development academically, socially, culturally, and likewise.
At TEC, it continues to enjoy positive support from the corporate community, and we'd like to thank the corporate community for continuing to see the relevance of a program such as this.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Well, the Police Staff Association spreading cheer among their own during this holiday season. Over 300 turkeys were distributed to officers in Freeport, Abaco, and Bimini. Deputy Chairman of the Royal Bahamas Police Force Northern Division, Sergeant Corey Damiano, says the initiative was taken on to express appreciation and support to officers for their hard work in 2014.
I want to express to them our gratitude and show them that it was recognized. We know that it was a stressful year, but it didn't go unnoticed.
Well, he's saying a big thank you to the members of the public and corporate Grand Bahama.
Thank you for your support in 2014, and hope that 2015 will be a greater year for us all. And to the members of the Royal Bahamas Police Force in the entire Commonwealth of the Bahamas, your Police Staff Association would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And remember to get your tickets early for the West Grand Bahama District 8 Mile Walk Boxing Day Committee's Junkanoo Rush Out at the Sunset Village in 8 Mile Walk, December 25th and 26th. The historic Junkanoo Parade begins at 3:30 a.m. Stay with us. Ricardo Lightborn has a check on sports when we return.
All right, we're done and dedicating sports to my friends over there at BTC who got TV in Bimini and still can't get me sorted out. Guys, I'm giving you one more week, okay? There we go. Track and field season is simply a marvel one to look at. As far as the end of the month, we're going to B3A's awards right here in Grand Bahama. Athletes from Abaco, Morris Island, and Bimini are all going to be converging here to have their awards right at home, and it's about time. The Bahamas track and field national teams were exciting from start of the year, and the rewards are many. The B3A's award ceremonies is scheduled for December 30th at the Bishop Michael Dolan Auditorium and coordinated by the GB3A's. Excellent, outstanding, amazing were the athletes, and to have the ceremony at home is ideal, says legend Anita Doherty.
So this is really, really good, and I'm really happy of the suggestion. At this time of the year, it is very busy, but we're working very hard to pull this off because we think that it's very, very important. I just also I've been in contact with some of the senior athletes, with some of the college athletes. I know most of them came back at the weekend, and just wanting them to come together to meet with our senior athletes, to meet, and hopefully Donald and Demetrius and those persons will be home so that there can be that interaction.
The opportunity to celebrate with the athletes at home makes it affordable and comfortable for family, friends, and sponsors, says Ravana Ferguson.
I definitely think it's very significant. It promotes camaraderie here locally. It gives our local clubs a chance to shine in our own community, not having to travel to Nassau as often, especially for awards such as this. Because a lot of kids miss out on their shine because they can't afford to actually travel to Nassau. So like Ms. Doherty said, having to ship their plaques or medals back here where they just get it handed to them.
Well, let me tell you, do not let Shashina know that I have been nominated for the Have Been Athlete of the Year, okay? Here we go. Bahamas Basketball Federation, Jack Hayward Junior High School putting a stamp of approval on the second annual Quinton 3-ounce Hall basketball tournament. This one was outstanding. The Tabernacle Falcons and St. John Green Giants faced off in the finals at a 3-ounce junior boys tournament, and guess what? It was nip and tuck. The Falcons opened the game in control fashion and led 11-8 after 8 minutes of play. The Giants went to their playmaker, O'Brien Pierce, and he wheeled and dealed to keep St. John's close. Tabby, with the size advantage, worked in the paint and led at the break 23-16. The Falcons of Tabernacle stuck to their game plan, and the result was a 38-23 lead after 3 periods of play. The end result, the Tabernacle Falcons defeating St. John's 51-35. And boy, what a game from Mr. Kemp, 20 points, and he's your MVP. Coach Kevin Clark was extremely proud of his ball club and possibilities. As for O'Brien, he enjoyed the tournament.
Kids played well all tournament long. You know, these are guys that have been together from the 7th grade. They're now 9th graders, so they don't know what it is to lose, Ricardo. And the 2 years that they've been together, some of them also from primary school, they came up to the primary school ranks, they've lost 1 game. So they really know each other, feel each other out, and they know what it takes to pull out the victory, whether it's a close game or a lopsided affair.
It's our first tournament playing in Freeport, so it really helped us to get exposed to other island basketball teams. I really enjoyed it. It really showed me how different basketball games are played in Grand Bahama.
Teams from Abaco, Bimini, San Salvador, New Providence all played up against Grand Bahama. It was 3 days of competitive basketball.
Now the 3-rounds Final Four was like this. You see, St. John's Village and Salvador 49-29. They got into the finals. And Tabernacle over Agape 57-26. I talked to Quentin Hall, and he said that this year's tournament was better than ever.
Man, it was fantastic, man. It was a lot of fun, and most importantly, I got to see some talent that nobody really know about. Abaco Central brought a kid, you're 14 years old, 6'4". Hey, that's what this is all about. Tabernacle have a whole starting five that's probably the best five in the whole country. Hey, this is what it's all about. You get to find out a whole lot when you get kids together from all over the islands. You know, we had San Salvador representing here, Abaco Central, Agape, and hey, I just want to thank them all for coming. Also with St. John's coming. Hey, it was a beautiful tournament.
What it was, and to the folks down there in Agua and Andros, I want to say happy holidays to you. And Mr. Colley or Mr. Bartlett, one of y'all, give me a call, man. I listed, you know. That's sports.